All right, let's move on to our next topic. This is Uber Go Get Zero. This is what I'd have to say back to Uber. Zero because you ain't getting mine.
Yeah,
But essentially what it is, it's their program to try to get their first ever sustainability product event, introducing new features to help riders go green. So this is trying to get drivers to go electric, hybrid. You can rent a Tesla with Hertz. You can get $1,000 when you go electric. They also have make more per trip, so earn $1 extra on an Uber trip for a fully electric vehicle. Stick around next week. We're going to be talking about that dollar that's there, because it might not be. Stick around for next week. That's a big thing. How we were talking about earlier, how they lump everything together. Well, maybe they're lumping the extra dollar in there. So
we thought about that.
Oh, no. We've shown that. So when we do our Chicago comparison, one of the drivers has a Tesla, and he was not getting $1 extra on every ride.
Are they shaving 20 cents out of that too now?
Oh, they're shaving 20 cents. They're shaving on a lot.
Well,
so
this that's you know what? Nothing surprises me anymore. Seriously, it's just like that should be illegal though. That can't be. I mean, you can't just at least you're advertising you're going to get $1, but you're getting 80 cents. I think there's something wrong with that.
But the thing is, here's the thing. So this is we'll repeat this next week. But that particular driver, I had him go into his receipts, and it would show $1 extra on the thing, even though we could clearly see it was only 80 cents. So that means they're taking down 20 cents on the base fare to accommodate making it seem like it's $1 that you're getting.
I can't wait to watch that shit, bro.
It's not. And trust me, we have the proof. The proof is in the pudding. Again, screen records don't lie. So make sure you stick around for next week's show, because we're going to be talking about that there.
I cannot wait for that. I'm sure a lot of the viewers too, but that I didn't know. I mean, I knew they could pull some shenanigans, but that's a no-no. So yeah, they're going Go Get Zero. All the geniuses in marketing at Uber. I don't know. That doesn't even sound right. It's like the gray clouds you guys put up there. It's like, Go Get Zero, really? I'm just not.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the deal. I did a real quick. I did a Stanford study. There's a Stanford study that's going on, and there's a Berkeley study that's going on. They're looking into the effects of electrification in all these companies. As we all know, by 2030, all Uber and Lyft rideshare cars, and by 2040, all delivery has to be carbon neutral or carbon zero footprint. Okay, there's a ruling or a law that they passed in California. It's called 2014, that is forcing these companies to go this route. And the way they're doing it, Chris, at the moment is not by individual ownership of electric cars as rideshare drivers, but through Hertz. So until the end of this year, total 2% of all Uber rideshare miles driven on their platforms in California has to be from electric miles. Okay. And that goes exponentially higher. And in 2029, it's going to go up to 90%. So that's the push that they have. It's not like out of their, goodness of their heart they're doing this, the zero thing. There is a law in California that they have to abide by. And that's why they're pushing all these Hertz rentals, because even on the rentals, the miles that those rentals drive, Teslas drive, count towards that carbon emission, ruling that was put on these rideshare companies. Okay, so that's what's happening. And I discovered that because I did the Berkeley study. Actually, they talked to me for like an hour and a half, like how easy it is for a driver to get on an electric platform. What is the downside? What's the upside? But during that, I discovered that the reason they're pushing electric is because, they have emission standards as a rideshare, as a TNC that they have to stick by. And every year it goes up by percentage points. So next year, I think in California, 2024 is like close to 20% of all rideshare driven miles in California have to be from electric cars. So that's why the push for rentals, because it counts towards that carbon number.
What are they going to do if drivers are like not going to happen? Like they can't force drivers to say you're going to go electric if you're an independent contractor. I mean, they can deactivate you essentially until you say
potentially.
But I mean, beyond that, it's like you can't force a driver to say, "Hey, I want to do an electric car versus a gas powered car." I don't want an EV yet. I mean, they're cool. I don't think they're going to be the wave of the future like everybody is putting out these laws, and that is making him seem, because we barely have the ability to keep the lights on today. I mean, if there's a little hiccup in the system, it fucks everybody up. I mean, look at Texas a couple years ago. The entire state went down because their grid is the Texas grid. And, you know, they had that whole thing. The rates were astronomical at points because of what was going on.
Well,
you know, you're seeing this huge push in California. What happened last year? You couldn't change your air conditioner. And they're saying, please don't use your air conditioner and please don't charge your cars. You're the one who's telling me to charge my car, to buy electric and all that. And then you see what was happening in Colorado, where they were getting those people to sign up for the smart thermostats. And basically, they were taking control of the thermostat. So it's like I don't see that being the catch-all end-all when it comes to this.
It's not. But
it's got to work together.
You know, it's the law.
No, I know. The law is stupid. Is what
I know. But what's going to happen now is that how much you want to bet that by like 2028, 2 years before?
Oh, they're going to extend it. Yeah.
Not just extend it, but Uber comes up with their like Prop 22 version of the thing. You know.
No. Like what's going to end up happening is these lawmakers are putting these laws into place and saying, oh, by this time, you're going to have to do it. But as it gets closer, those numbers aren't going to be hit because of whatever particular reason. And then they're going to extend it. Then they're going to extend it, and they're going to keep pushing it down the road. And so it's always going to kind of be there, but it's not going to really take effect. At least that's what I'm thinking. There's a lot of things that are like that, that have been like that. This is just another thing I think that's going to be very similar to that when it comes down to it.
I agree. And you know, whoever is renting the Teslas at $500 a pop a week, you know, I have a couple of interviews lined up with drivers like that. I mean, it's expensive, $500 a week, but you are actually doing Uber a service by increasing their EV miles under that law. Okay. So, you know, now there's another why there has been such a push with the Hertz and Uber rentals. It wasn't because of anything else other than trying to, you know, slide under the numbers that the law has set forward. So,
yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you get notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.